Well, if you've ever been to a gym, and I know it's less common in Korea, but it will still happen sometimes. There are people that have been nicknamed ego lifters. These people can range anywhere from someone who is just trying to look like they're lifting a lot to the people around, to people who are maybe taking videos or pictures of themselves at the gym, but aren't actually working out at all. Just one rep and then back to the next photo. The photo takers aren't so bad because they will move from section to section, taking their photos and leave, right? However, some other types of ego lifters are people who will sit on a machine, especially like the leg machines that are easier to look like you're doing more weight than you could or can, and sit there, usually on their phone because they're only using their legs, and do like one rep and then stop and talk and text and rest. And then do another rep like a couple minutes later and stop. And other people are like, look, for one, I need the weights that you have, but for two, other people want to use this machine. And, you know, if things start to get out of hand, or I shouldn't say out of hand, if things start to get a little bit annoying, someone might come up and say, oh, hey, is there any way we can switch out? Or are you almost done with your reps? And usually at that point, the person hogging the machine will just say, oh yeah, I'm done, I'm sorry, and move on. That isn't quite the case. I believe it was LA Fitness, which is not Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is where the really crazy people can go, I've heard. LA Fitness is a bit different, but it did have this one crazy person. I think they were 69 or 68, late 60s, almost 70s. And they were doing this. They were hogging one machine and they were not allowing someone to get on it. Now that person who needed to get on it asked them kindly, oh, hey, are you going to be finished soon? Can I get on? And the person just rudely, like a jerk, said, no, I'm not finished. So the guy was like, okay, fine, whatever. Walked away, did other things that day, and didn't touch that machine again, didn't talk to the person again. Well, that person who asked for the machine went to the locker rooms, and as he was getting showered, getting ready for getting out of the gym, that 69-year-old man came up and started arguing with him and being very angry, and finally taking out a knife and stabbing him in his butt.
Oh my God.
Before other people stopped him. Because, of course, he is 69, so, you know, it wouldn't take too much to hopefully hold him back. And he wasn't working out, which means probably didn't keep his muscles up to date. So people stopped him. Police were involved. The older man was arrested. Younger man is fine at the hospital. Apparently, the older man had been arrested a while ago for also stabbing someone and had spent 10 years in jail. Recently, a couple of years, was let out of jail and now is back for the same charge. I don't know about stabbing in the butt, but stabbing someone. So apparently this guy was a little stab happy, and I guess he didn't learn his lesson from his 10-year jail stint.
I think you were right, John. I think jerk doesn't fully cover it when you're actually pulling out a knife and stabbing someone. I mean, who takes a knife to the gym?
Yeah.
Why was that even?
Yeah. And then it's going to be like, should, you know, gyms start to have metal detectors and like, you know, schools had to have nowadays in the US. And what's safety concerns? Yeah.
This gentleman is a menace, not a jerk.
And there's been a lot of incidences, not stabbing, but of very angry people hogging machines and stuff. And even staff will come up and be like, you got to get off. And the staff will get hit or like fought with. It's people just stop. Go to the gym. Stop taking steroids for one.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Did they do any blood tests?
Him, I don't know. It doesn't say in the article. And I'm not going to look up the rest of it. It's too sad to look up. Anyways. But why does it happen? Why are people unwilling to share gym equipment?
Again, it might, from looking just at this case, you know, maybe it was an ego thing. You know, he's older, you know, maybe he's lost his power. Maybe he used to be a really strong guy. Now he's not the strongest guy in the gym and his ego is a bit bruised. So he's trying to dominate something. This is my piece of equipment and you will not, young man, tell me what to do. And if you do, I will stab you in the butt.
How did he get to the butt area? Like usually stabbing is higher up.
Yes, why the butt?
So you have to kind of intentionally go down, I guess. Or maybe he was short and the other guy was pretty tall.
Maybe. Or the other guy tried to turn away.
Don't hit me.
Don't hit me. And then,
I don't know.
I'll get you in the butt.
Yeah.
Strange place to stab someone. But probably good that he stabbed him in the butt, because I think, other places the damage would be worse.
Yeah.
At least that's a fleshy part. Hopefully he didn't get too badly
exactly.
injured.
He's probably licking ice cream in his hospital bed.
Yeah, laying on his
side.
front.
Yeah. Now, another problem with the gym that was mentioned in the article is wiping equipment down. Sweaty people coming down, dripping all over the machine, underarm sweat dripping down, and then they just stand up and go to the next machine, leaving it soaking with their own bodily fluid. If you saw this, would you see something, say something?
I would see something and say something. And well, of course, if it was a giant, 6-foot guy with massive muscles, maybe I'd be too scared to say something. But yeah, I would say, sorry to interrupt, but please could you take a moment to wipe the machine? Yeah. I don't want to touch that.
Yeah. No one wants to touch that or smell it. Oh. I feel like the 6-foot burly men are the ones who are most kind at the gym. And it's the other people who may not be as tall or burly, who might have ego problems.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah. The other person, they're like, I know I'm the strongest. I'll wipe it down for you.
Inner confidence usually makes kind people.
Yeah. We'll take that lesson as we can. You know what other lesson we're going to take?
The vocabulary.
Yeah, that's right. Woo! We're going to take that lesson. Go ahead and go down below, wherever it is, and take a look at that vocabulary. Learn it, love it, use it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Confrontation.
Confrontation.
Escalate.
Escalate.
Prop up.
Prop up.
Dirty look.
Dirty look.
Rump.
Rump.